Hi everyone, this is Carmen.
And Christina. Welcome to Chronically Online con Cafecito. We do have cafecito today.
I had a festive cup, but I'm holding it with my wrong hand there.
Oh, yeah, you need to switch hands.
I can't.
Oh, you're holding Milo.
Milo's head is on my other hand.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have 3 things that I want to show you, Carmen, that I came across on TikTok and Twitter today. The first one, and it might have made its way over to Instagram already.
Oh, I haven't been on Instagram that much.
Oh, you haven't been on Instagram lately?
Not a lot, no.
Have you seen weddings? Weddings. What do you, how do you feel about men and their vows?
Oh, I did this. I saw this from YouTube. I used to watch, what's his name? Curtis Connor a lot. And he had a video about wedding vows and men. And in that video, he played the one that went viral. Like, I think it was this year or earlier in the year. The guy with the really gross vows.
Yeah, actually, I don't have that video saved, but I think this really brought the light out to how terrible some men are in their wedding vows, because that one, the original one that went viral first earlier in 2023, was a man, and he's like giving his wedding vows, laughing, and pretty much saying how he's
like, oh, I like how you suck my balls.
Yes.
My favorite thing about you is how you suck my balls.
You're screwed. Only 2 things are required to keep me happy. Keep my belly full and my balls empty. Though you're amazing at half of it, we really need to get you some cooking lessons. Even when my belly isn't full, there is no one I could ever love more in this lifetime, unless I actually get a chance to meet Margot Robbie. Since the beginning, I was always told, life gets even better when the kids fall asleep and you tell me to come to the bedroom. Nothing's better than the sound of gagging and headboard slamming.
Michael.
P.S. Since you're so good at making decisions like marrying me, you can choose whether tonight's going to end with being a toaster strudel or a Twinkie.
Alrighty. Being that I am his mom, I will deal with him later. He is grounded. By all means.
Disturbing. And his family and their daughter was there.
everyone. I mean, it was a wedding.
I mean, yeah. But children, your parents, like, God.
Yeah, her parents.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yes. And so then people reacted to it, obviously, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this man?
And then she went to defend him, obviously, because she still married him. She's like, this is just a sense of humor. And I'm like, that's embarrassing and sad, honestly.
Wow. Grounds for divorce. And I know that last episode we talked about gender reveals and how a prank at a gender reveal is not a reason to cut off the whole family. But to me, these wedding vows are a reason to cut off a whole man.
I mean, that's different.
No, yeah. But here, let me send you this clip.
Okay, now.
I promise to smack ass every chance I get. That's all I got.
Is that it? Yeah. Come on, Cody. Are you sure?
I didn't write nothing down.
That's what you're going out with?
That's what I'm going with.
Cool.
We've made it this long.
God.
The Efficient.
He's not having it. Honestly, I love it. Do not give these men a pass, because I remember the other one, his mom's like laughing and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I might be laughing out of shock.
I think if our mother was in person, she would have stood up and slapped
the shit out of yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was so disturbing.
How does her dad just sit there? Our father,
He'd walk out. Like, he would walk out.
yeah. So that, I mean, those are the original ones. But this one here, someone says, come on, Cody. Like,
So that means he didn't prepare anything for the vows, which probably means he didn't plan anything for the wedding either.
yeah, the Efficient tries. Someone yells out, come on, Cody, disappointed. Probably one of whoever's recording, maybe. I don't know. Someone yells that out. But let me show you now the other part of that.
Let's
And then
hear
I
the
can't
bride's
start it.
vows.
I'm Cody's ex from high school.
Oh, what?
Yes, you may think that's weird, but it's probably more helpful than weird.
From the moment we met in high school, we have had a special bond that was indescribable.
Oh, these are her vows.
Since then, you have distracted me, captivated me, and challenged me in a way no one ever has. I always thought it'd be difficult to find someone who would love me when I was in a million pieces. It's like trying to solve a puzzle when you don't know if you have all the right pieces. If y'all didn't know, Cody didn't even think he would make it to 21. Neither did Kevin, hence life insurance. But when I say I wouldn't be more proud in the man, dad, and partner you are today, I mean it, and I have fallen in love with you over and over again. But you have been there through my heartbreaks as a best friend, and you saw how broken I was. You showed me that not every piece has to be in place to create something special. That love can exist in the most imperfect, lost, and broken people. I promise to always be true to you, to support you, to frustrate you, and challenge you, to hold you accountable, and to share with you the most beautiful moments of my life.
I'd hate to have to follow that. Anywho, Cody.
I promise to smack that ass every chance I get.
Oh my God. You know, I mean, maybe you could chuck it. She bared her soul, but people do that in their vows. I want to like, and I don't want, this is like making excuses for him because obviously she wrote her shit beforehand and he should have done the same. So it shows a lack of care to plan and prepare. But I almost want to chalk it up to nerves. Not everyone's good at public speaking.
Even the officiant said, wow, I would hate to have to follow that. But this means he didn't have anything prepared.
No, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like it shows a lack of care to write this out, to sit there and write this out. And you knew you were going to stand in front of your family and your friends.
Yes. And then he chose to say that.
Like, you really thought you were going to be able to wing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then to say that. Like, that's disgusting.
The people on Married at First Sight have better vows than his, and they just met.
They don't even know the person.
Yeah. Insane. I heard there was an update. Hold on.
That she walked out and didn't marry him.
I hope. Let me see. Oh, there's more. So here, let me send you this.
Oh my God.
So I'm sure most of you have seen that wedding vow video circulating on TikTok where the dude's vows are literally, I'm gonna smack that ass whenever I can, and that's it. And I found the full video, and it makes it so much worse because the beginning of the video is just her saying her beautiful, touching, heartfelt vows towards her future husband that she clearly adores. And it's lovely. It seems like it's gonna be a lovely wedding. And then he comes back with that, and I didn't write anything. And it's just immediately so awkward. But I just want you guys to see the whole video because I think it just makes it so much worse. So here it is.
But you have been there through my heartbreaks as a best friend, and you saw how broken I was. You showed me that not every piece has to be in place to create something special. That love can exist in the most imperfect, lost, and broken people. I promise to always be true to you, to support you, to frustrate you, and challenge you, to hold you accountable, and to share with you the most beautiful moments of my life.
I'd hate to have to follow that. Anywho, Cody.
I promise to smack that ass every chance I get. Oh, that's all I got.
This is either going to be the most beautiful couple ever, or we're all going out in the same bolt of lightning. Either way, Cody, please proceed.
She's the brains of the operation, so.
Okay.
Where's the other one?
Apparently you don't put that on here. It's on the wrong hand.
Yeah, so that's the right. Yeah, so let's try that again.
Back here.
Maybe say something. Maybe say words. You say words now.
I love you. Promise to frustrate you all the time.
Promise to frustrate you all the time. Good.
Like right now? Oh God, I
promise I'm not going to listen to you. I mean, I will, but I got that backwards, didn't I?
I can't even control my face right now.
Is that it?
So this is so much worse
I didn't write nothing
than
out.
just a little clip because
That's what I'm going with.
So because the original clip we saw, he says, "I promise to smack that ass," and the guy says, "Is that what you're going out with?"
And then it cuts off to "Are you sure?" Yeah.
But what he says in between. Oh my God.
I'm gonna frustrate you and I'm not gonna listen to you. Just kidding, I am, but not.
What is she, your mother?
I can already guess the relationship dynamics they have here. He's like, she's the brains on this operation. She probably planned this wedding by herself. I don't know. I mean, and I always also like feel like whenever things like this pop up or come viral, like sometimes you do have to take a step back. Like, okay, we don't know the ins and out of their relationship,
but I've seen enough. No,
no, that's where I was going. You never want to judge someone based off like, I don't know, a short clip. Like, but what else? What else do you need to see? Like, to act like that at your wedding to the supposed love of your life, that's like blatant disrespect.
Yeah, and he's also so drunk.
Yeah,
which I understand. Obviously, people drinking at weddings, it's, you know.
But after, you do that after you exchange your vows and actually get married.
Yeah, during the party.
That's what the reception is for. Yeah.
But to be that drunk before the reception,
that's embarrassing. Like, I would be and so obviously this came from because the
videographer released this.
Okay, so
the entertainment video company that put it together released it. In their caption when they first released it, they said, "This is your sign to write your wedding vows now."
But he should have known to write his shit. That means he didn't care. He didn't
enough
care
to do it. Yeah.
And I don't want to say this is her future, but because she's probably already living it because they have a
present.
kid. Yeah.
This is her past, present, and future. Wow.
Oh my God. To tell you that I would walk off. I wouldn't have stayed there to sign the marriage certificate, whatever it is that you sign. Like,
yeah, because you sign it after.
And that is so embarrassing. Like, how do you have the rest of your wedding after all of your family witnesses this?
Yes.
Like, I would have left.
Yeah.
Just out of sheer embarrassment.
And then just the fact that he had the opportunity to redeem himself.
And then he goes on to say worse shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't condone violence against your partner, but I think I would have hit him in front of everybody because it doesn't get worse than what he said.
Yeah. But yeah, it's such a shame to have heard her vows and then his.
I'm surprised she can honestly say so much nice things. But she also says, what did she say that it was like sort of a red flag to me? Like, I already forgot her exact words, but she just said something about I don't remember. I forgot already. But when she was saying that, I was like,
I don't know what you're referring to. Should we hear it again?
Yeah, let's see. She said something about basically how I guess she said frustration, which is not really, I don't know. I mean, you obviously don't, or you know what, let me play it first. I don't know if it was when she said frustrated me. It's not really a red flag, but I guess for me, if I was writing my vows, I don't know if it was that, but I guess I wouldn't really, and I know that obviously there's always like ups and downs in relationships, but she said something about no one frustrates me as much as you. And I'm like, I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh my God. The ex was there and in the thing, or you know when people give speeches at the reception,
yeah, she gave
said she relates to the bride because of all the shit he's gonna put her through.
Oh, she said that?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why have you been through so much heartbreak because of him?
That's what she says, basically.
Oh my God.
Okay, first, it's very strange to me that an ex from high school is in the party, but apparently they're friends. She's the maid of honor, it seems like.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Weird situation to me, but whatever. To each their own on that. And
each their own. Mm-hmm.
But that her speech that's the first thing she says instead of saying, I'm so happy for them, my longtime friends, for her to say,
that's embarrassing.
I relate to the bride from a relationship in high school.
Yeah.
What is that?
I mean, it sounds like he's a mess and has been through a lot, because even she says in her vows that he didn't think he was going to make it to 21. So
True. But yeah, I mean, I just feel for her
and wish her the best
and wish them the best. I hope that this dynamic that they seem to have changes, because it seems like she's his mom.
Yeah.
But I have one more clip to show you.
From the wedding?
Nope. This is a
separate one. Okay.
I think it's this. Honestly, don't know if it's the same videographer, but if it's not, there's just too many of these. Also, actually,
there's probably too many of them.
Wild that editor and videographer the videographer is recording and everything, right? But that the editor kept that in. It's like they're trying to show them like the red flags. All right, I sent you a new clip because what is up with men weddings? Are you playing it
now?
As
Yeah.
long as you both shall live.
I do.
I mean, it's cringy, but at least it's not embarrassing like the other one.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is the part where the whatever officiant's like, where you say I do, right? So then the joke is that he went and checked with his friends and then came back.
Yeah.
Because he got their approval or whatever.
Yeah. It's just dumb.
It is. It's very silly behavior.
Yeah. This one is obviously not to the same level as the first two that we talked about. The first one where he's like, oh, I just love the way you gargle my balls in front of everyone. Right.
Yeah. No, I mean, it could be way worse, which means that the bar is in hell.
The bar is negative a million, literally burning in hell. It's hot. We can't touch it. Like, it's,
oh my God.
Just, I don't know. Stop marrying them. As a married woman, I just want to say stop marrying them.
Marrying men. It reminds me of from years ago. I think it was his groom that I don't know if they were like him and his groomsmen had like a banner that said something about Saturdays for the boys, something like that.
Oh, I don't remember this. No.
I don't remember it that well, so I can't and I don't want to make shit up. Like, I can't remember if he decides to leave the wedding because it's, Saturdays for the boys, or he works in his vow saying I am only agreeing because Saturday, something like that. I don't remember exactly but it's something about that.
And they end up not getting married?
No, they still got married. I want to say it was at the reception.
Hold on. Okay.
Did you find it?
Got married on oh my God. The bride is holding a banner that says got married on a Friday.
Yeah.
Because, and then
Saturdays
all the
for
guys,
the boys.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. So embarrassing. First of all, no one loves a Friday wedding. I know it saves money.
This happened in 2019.
Okay, yeah, it was years ago.
Yeah.
But look at that. This behavior from men hasn't stopped. I mean, it's never. Wow.
Someone said, I would rather die than for this to happen at my wedding.
Same. But people go through shit like that, Clearly. But she's co-signing this by participating, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it's cute to her, but no one else thinks it's cute. Everyone else thinks it's
honestly, I feel like
silly.
And maybe not all women, but I feel like the women who find this funny, who participate in this, it's either one of two things.
Oh yeah, they're
pick-me's. They're pick-me's.
Yes, yeah.
Or they are so beat down by this man's behavior that they think it's this is just who they are, and just to not be laughed at, they are
join
part of the joke.
Yes, yeah,
but they are the joke.
But that's also pick me behavior, true. Because sometimes,
also true.
Yeah, it reminds me. I was hanging out with some people that I know. And with my husband, we were both there. We were looking at some fancy appliances, and I was talking about, and I wish I remember the brand just so you could see how nice their stuff is. But anyway, I was talking about wanting a new dishwasher because mine is hella old. I think it's from when this house was made in the late 80s. So then the guy that we're with makes this dumbass joke that neither me or my husband laugh at, and he's all like, I have a dishwasher right here, pointing to his wife. We don't laugh, and then I'm like, that's not funny. And then his wife, pick me behavior, says, I think it's funny. And I'm like, it's not. And I didn't say it, that's sad, but I was just like, that's not funny. That's not.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's very much, I if they were at their wedding, and they I could see them having this side, these banners.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just co-signing this behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what it is. I think it's they thought this was funny, but really everyone's this is cringy, and this is also weird,
disrespectful.
There was a comment that was if Saturday is for the boys, Sunday's for divorce. Damn. But yeah, I mean 100% agree, because so humiliating to even take part in a picture like this to me. And maybe we just have higher standards, and that's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
If someone even suggested this to me, I would burn this banner.
I'd be like, no, don't get this commissioned or however banners are made. Like, don't order this off of the banner company. Like, don't go
to banners.com.
Don't buy that big board. Don't get those markers, and don't get that poster board, and don't write this out. Like, this wedding's not happening. Like, if I had a wedding and I knew of this, I'd be like, call it off. It's over.
If I was taking that picture, I would refuse. I would be like, wow, my camera's broken. That's so strange. Try without the banners. Maybe the camera will work again.
I think that the way that the light is reflecting from the banners, it's not coming out. So let's put the banners down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just embarrassing. And yeah, all this to say, I don't know, maybe rethink your wedding. Maybe look at the vows. Maybe, hey, where are you on the vows situation? Are they done? Can I just take a peek at what you have? I don't care if it's supposed to be a surprise. It doesn't matter anymore.
But if you have to manage someone up to that point, like, you shouldn't have to manage your partner.
That's also true.
Like, are you their mom or is that your life partner?
Exactly. And this brings on another thing about what is it called? The invisible load.
Oh, the mental load.
Yeah. And it's all this invisible work that women are the ones doing in typical heterosexual relationships, right? They are the ones managing the household. They're the ones making all the appointments,
meal planning, grocery shopping, because you made the meal plan, so only you know what to buy.
Yeah. That also reminds me of another TikTok that went almost viral, but someone was talking about how they have a Costco husband, a husband that goes to Costco for them, and then someone stitches it and they're like, where's my Costco husband? Or it doesn't exist. But I just want to say that I'm so grateful that I have a Costco husband, because I don't set foot in Costco. I don't go grocery shopping ever. It's just not a thing that I do. He goes, and if I forget, because I will make the grocery list. It's like we have these tasks that we split up. So I make the grocery list and he goes, and sometimes I don't even make the list. I'm like, oh God, I have been too tired. I have not even thought about the list, but we need groceries. And he's like, I'll just go. And he doesn't have a list, and he'll forget something. It's so important to me, like coffee, and he'll just go back. I would not go back myself. I would not. I'd be like, I'm not going back to the store because I forgot this thing.
Yeah.
But he'll just do it. And I'm so grateful, because this makes me think of all the things that women are doing that men don't even think about. You think back to all the videos of men that don't know their kids' birthdays, allergies.
Oh God. I was with my husband, and he was just scrolling on Facebook, videos or whatever that would pop up, and that video came up, and I was like, that is so sad. And I was telling him how our dad he still remembers our friends from high school,
and he'll ask about them,
and he'll be like, I remember so and so, such and such, and then this person, I remember how they look, but I don't remember their name.
and he has ADHD, I'm sure of it. And he remembers.
And I told him about that video from Jimmy Kimmel, and he's like, oh my God. And it's like a point of a pride to him.
Yeah, because he'll literally be like, we went to the beach once and you guys brought your friend, and it's someone that we were friends with for a little bit, and he still remembers them.
And I don't even remember their first name or whatever. And yeah, he remembers them. And that's that. It was a traditional relationship that our parents had, with our mom being like the stay at home and him working out, you know what I mean? But he still went to school stuff. He knew the names of our teachers. I'll never forget that parent teacher conference where I got, it was horrible.
Yeah.
But he went, and he would go to as much as he could. And then, and there's dads that don't know the kid's school.
Anything.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And I'm like, what did you have a kid for if you're not going to have an interest in their life?
Yeah. And it's just all these things, they're related.
Yeah, they are.
First of all, it starts before you're getting married. But if you're at your wedding day and this are the vows that your husband, your spouse, your partner, your life partner is bringing to you, and you're okay with it, no. I'm sorry, but no.
One of the comments on one of the TikToks you sent me, one of them said, don't ignore the red flags, or don't ignore the little things, because the red flags only get bigger.
Yes.
And because when you have a relationship and you don't have you don't live together, you don't know these things, I guess, about the other person, right? But let's say you move in together and you see that person doesn't clean, puts everything on you, waits for you to tell them what to do all the time. Like, those are red flags that you shouldn't ignore. Because then guess what? When you have kids, they're not going to clean up after them. They're not going to get up and make their breakfast.
This actually reminds me of another video on TikTok I saw where this woman is like filming herself or I don't know why I don't know the context of the recording.
Is it the stalking one?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to tell me about that. But she's yells out to her husband like, or no, she's doing something and he yells out like, the baby pooped himself, and she's like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, a little bit ago. And she's like, okay. And then he's like, do you want me to change the diaper? And she's like, fuck yeah, what the fuck do you think I want?
Why do you have to ask?
Yeah. And there's some comments that are like, why is she answering like that? And I'm sorry, but this woman sounds fed up. Why is he asking if he should change the diaper? He should just do it. What do you mean? And there's times where my child one of them will go to the bathroom and I'll be like, can you change this diaper because I'm doing something else and he's not nearby. And if he's not nearby, he doesn't know, right? So he's not gonna do it because he wasn't nearby and he's on the other side of the house. That's different. But this man is like holding the baby and he's like, oh, should I change his diaper? Yeah.
Oh, I've never cared for my child ever. And like, what?
Yeah. And I mean, it's a lot to assume off of one video, but and people are like hounding her for answering that way. And I'm like, and that was on TikTok. But then on Twitter, someone brought that video to Twitter and they're like, this is probably because he never does it. And it's like, why is he even asking? He should just do it. And yeah, again, all this shit is related.
Yeah.
And I honestly, that might be the only topic I bring because this has gone for so long.
I'll mention the stalking one that I saw, but it turns out there's this video and I guess it did go viral, but it's a family vlogging channel, which I already have problems with. The reason I saw is because I follow this account called, what is it called? Hold on. It's this Instagrammer. She's a mom and her account is about basically how you shouldn't have kids online because it's like a ripe for exploitation. And she calls out like mom influencers, family vloggers, things like that. It's called Mom Uncharted.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So she shares the video. I don't know what it's called when you have it like you're like a split. I don't know.
You stitch it?
Yeah. That's the word I can't think of. She stitches a video and she's like, a lot of people have sent this to me or tagged me in it. And so it's this mom who I think they're like showing everyone stockings or pulling them. I don't know what. And then she's like, oh, did you do mine? And anyway, the point being, nobody filled anything in her stocking. And so that's what it's about. And then like how sad she looks because nobody thought of her. So the Mom Uncharted person is like, yeah, that's sad, whatever. But this is a family vlogger. And like, you think they didn't set this up like on purpose? Like they
oh, so it's saying it's not genuine.
Yeah. And I think at another time we could probably, because there's going to be a lot of this that comes up because it's a constant thing that we could talk about, family vloggers and child exploitation. So conversation for another day. But that's what it made me think of, because it could be true also that nobody thought of her because the mom is the one who
fills the stockings.
Yeah, puts out the tree, does the decorations, thinks of holiday traditions and events and orchestrates those.
Yeah. And I do 100% believe that this situation could have happened. Did they have to film it? Did she have to be... That part is the vlogging part of it, right? That I'm like, okay, they obviously filmed different content. But I know so many moms in Facebook groups and Reddit posts, and that's the thing that comes up time and time again. Nobody thought of me. Nobody filled out my stocking, but I worked on everyone else. It's the one thing I asked my husband to do. I asked him to be in charge of my stocking and he didn't do it. So many comments are like, I've reminded my husband that he's the one in charge of the stocking. So many wives that are no longer like, I'm no longer buying Christmas presents for your side of the family. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
And to me, I'm like, why did you even do that in the first place? They're not your family. Like, you're tripping if you think that I'm gonna sit here and remind you to call your grandma on her birthday, remind you to call your mom. That's not my responsibility. But that's unfortunately, that's also why a lot of children have a closer relationship with mom's side of the family. And that's also true for us.
Yes.
Like, our dad didn't foster like a bond, anything, a relationship with the side of the family, except, our one uncle.
Yeah.
And that's their responsibility. Like,
yeah. And that's why it doesn't happen. So many. Yeah. Another reason, and I'm sorry, we're going on about this.
So many tangents.
because all of
It's
this
all
is
related.
so related, but it also plays into the fact that language, bilingual families or biracial families, mixed families,
Yeah.
when the person who works on passing down the language and the culture is the mom, and maybe that's why it's called mother's tongue. I don't know. Yeah, that's another. You know how there's like the stereotype of like the mixed black child, and they're like, who's white? Who's white? Is the mom white or is the dad white?
Yeah.
And that's why it's a thing, because men. We can end it here because we can go on about this. But
so
all this is related. All this is related.
Yeah.
And it all relates to that TikTok. Okay.
That's how we got here.
That is how we got here. Yeah.
Men.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, everybody. This was Chronically Online con Cafecito.
Bye.
Bye.